Welcome back to Mastercook Zambia, Season 2. This is Episode 2 as we continue with the Fine Dining Night Challenge. So we took 5 amateurs and 6 professional chefs and put them into 3 groups to cook for 120 guests. And things were really hotting up in the kitchen last week. But first, let's remind ourselves of the teams. Team 1 was headed by Chef Ahmad, with Kelvin, Moya and Karu. Team 1 had to do the spinach mousse and cream of spinach soup for starters, the beef Wellington and the hake fillet as mains, and the triple chocolate mousse cake for dessert. Team 2 was headed by Chef Dev, with Sunday and Samuel. Team 2's task was to prepare the mini fish and roasted red pepper for starters, then the chicken roulade and the cauliflower and pumpkin curry for mains. And for dessert, they prepared the carrot cake with homemade ice cream. And our third team was headed by Chef Kat, with Davies, Aretha and Wamba. Team 3's menu included consommé and tempura prawns for starters, the honey and sage pork belly and the butternut and feta ravioli for mains, and the vanilla and lemon panna cotta for dessert. Team 1 did not have ample time for preparations, so they quickly fell behind with getting their starters out. And this kept Chef Moya running all night. Team 2 were at a slight disadvantage because the ingredients were very late. And they struggled to keep up with the orders that kept piling up and piling up. And just like the other teams, Team 3 was already late from the onset. And their tempura prawns and honey and sage pork were an absolute hit with the guests. And Chef Kat was struggling to keep his cool with the screaming waiters.
Mastercook.
Now let's talk to the chefs.
How was your night today?
My night was great. It was a tough experience, challenging. It was just that moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chef Sunday overwhelmed indeed.
We're here with Chef Rashad, and we want to find out more about what went down tonight. Chef Rashad, tell us about your experience tonight.
It was crazy. It was a lot of people. It was a very small space. Limited things to work with. It was limited options when it came to the type of pans we needed to use and things of that nature. So there was a lot going on.
Certainly a lot, like the curious and hungry VIP guests.
Please tell us about your experience today. Was it what you expected you were going to experience?
Well,
I was expecting pressure, and then there was pressure because cooking for so many people, it was for, especially for amateurs like me, it was like for the first time, and we didn't have any kitchen experience before. But like this was a lot of work. You know, I didn't expect. I knew there would be work, but I didn't expect it to be so much work. It's at 12 o'clock. You're still busy there preparing. You know, we didn't even understand how the time passed.
Yeah, no, fantastic. So tell me, was it about the quantity, or was it about the skill that was required? Where do you think you felt more pressure? Was it the skill that you required preparing these fine dine meals that require that are so particular? You have to be extremely meticulous, or was it the quantity that gave you more of a challenge?
Well, honestly, it was the quantity because the waiters are there shouting, you know, for the orders, and you're just there stressing. Oh no, I have to prepare 5 more, you know, and I'm stuck in this one. So it's the quality was there. It was a problem, but it was the quantity and the pressure of people, you know, ordering that was actually pressurizing.
Chef Moya, you look rather tired tonight.
Oh, it's been a long day, man. You have no idea.
A long, long day.
Chef Moya must have run about 10 kilometers in the kitchen. And a very long night for Aretha with these potatoes. Coming up next.
So I'm here with Chef Daryl, who won Mastercook 2015 Season 1.
I'm here with Chef Wizzy and Chef Eugene. Welcome.
You know I heard you, right? Yeah, you heard me right.
All this and much more after the break. Don't you touch that remote control.
Mastercook. Mastercook.
1 more minute, please.
Now this kitchen's looking rather chaotic. Let's step back and talk to the judges.
So I'm here with Chef Daryl, who won Mastercook 2015 Season 1 and also won 2016 Zambian Chef of the Year in the Hospitality Awards. I want to ask Daryl a few questions to find out what he expects from the chefs this evening and what he expects as the competition proceeds. Daryl, tell me, how does it feel? 2015 Mastercook winner, you must be feeling thrilled, and now you're a judge on the panel. You've gone through it. What do you think is going through the chef's minds right now?
First of all, I'd like to know it's fantastic actually being on this side of the competition and to judge the chefs. I have popped in there. There's a lot of tension. There's a lot of stress going on in there. But that happens. There's a lot of people going to be coming for dinner. I'm expecting good stuff.
Okay.
The menu is quite complicated in some aspects.
Okay, I know it's rather early in the competition. I'm not going to ask if you've got any favorites. I'm sure you, as a professional chef, have already seen the teams that look like they're going to win the competition or look like they're going to progress forward. But another question I must ask you is, what is the biggest constraint? Is it the time? Is it the actual preparation of the meal? Is it the ingredients? But what is the biggest constraint out there for you?
Okay, basically, in the kitchen it's very small.
Yeah.
The kitchen is very small. There's a lot of people in there. Okay. Yeah, some of the products that we've got in, I've seen they get in, and they're fantastic. They're good products, and so you just got to learn how to use them and make sure they don't overcook things, make sure they don't destroy the natural flavours that are actually in the dishes. Then everything should all come together. So as I said, as long as they all work as a team, then you shouldn't have a problem. And that can cook for a lot of people. But they just got to make sure that they've got their prep done, make sure the areas are all clean. So that's what we're going to be going in there as well. We're going to be looking at. So make sure the areas are clean. So once you've got a clean working area, you'll find the service will flow. If you have a dirty area, your service doesn't work well.
Absolutely. Last question.
Yes.
Variety. I've seen Mastercook Season 1, fantastic show. There was a lot of variety in the cooking, lots of challenges. I know your personal favorite was unfortunately not the Mastercook challenge. There was a lot of fun there, but it's obviously not what you're used to preparing. Tell me, how important is it for you as a chef to learn to actually cook different dishes as the competition progresses?
Well, I must admit, with that competition that we did there, I actually was working at the David Livingstone back then.
Yeah.
And I actually studied all the ingredients and the products and I actually did quite well.
Yeah.
You know, I think I was one of the first. I think I was one of the first ones to finish.
Absolutely. Yes.
I mean, but that wasn't a winning like for a team. That was basically just
an individual.
Correct. Yes, that was individual.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time, Chef Darryl.
Good.
We definitely hope to see you judging harshly. Yeah. Don't take it easy on them just because you've been through it.
Definitely not. No.
Whoa, we're seeing more and more guests walking into the kitchen.
One broad. Business as well. Business as well. Right. Roasted
And finally, Chef Jessie cracks open her beer with her teeth. We spoke about the language, Chef Kat.
Mastercook.
I'm here with Chef Wezi and Chef Eugene. Welcome. Chef Wezi, you are the Machiavellian brain behind this very beautiful menu. What was your inspiration?
Well, when planning the menu, I decided to go old school. But old school is all about techniques. So I wanted to see how the new guys now would cope with the old techniques of cooking.
And do we think our chefs are really coping? Wait, look, Judge Sam is making food now. And more hungry guests walking into the kitchen, this time with their own forks to taste the food and to take selfies. Hashtag disturbing the chef.
Chicken relax by 7. Beef Wellingtons by 9.
Beef Wellington by 9 or 11?
Yes, 11.
Okay, so you know I heard you, right?
Yeah, you heard me right. 11.
Now it's Chef Ahmad getting angry with the waiter.
Mastercook.
So, we've bumped into another set of the dreaded judges. I've got Mwembe and Sam, who will be on our panel of judges during this season of Mastercook Zambia. Mwembe, welcome to the show. Welcome to 2016 Mastercook. Sam, welcome as well. Please, can you tell us what your specialities are in terms of food?
Okay, personally, my style is more fine dining.
Fine dining, okay.
Very excited about tonight.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to seeing what the fine dining makes. Fine dining is what I studied. That is what I teach. I run a cafe academy. So for me tonight is really got to be on point.
Okay.
And now Judge Mwembe casting her fine dining discerning eye on our kitchen.
Start dishing the main course, please.
And just to let you know, if you don't enjoy this meal right here,
And beef Wellington.
Beef Wellington.
Do you want this? Do you need anything? Do you need me to bring the plates? Do you need me to set it up?
And you does pressure do you well as well?
This is the missing piece in the promotion of tourism in Zambia. This is the missing piece.
Mastercook.
Don't you touch that remote control. The guests are loosening up as they're finally getting fed.
Fortunately, both my chefs, Chef Dave and Chef Sunday, they were very nice, and we actually worked together and we sat as a team. There was no one ordering us, so we were just okay. This is what we have to do. What do we do? Then we divided our work beforehand. Okay, you prepare with this. You and I we can prepare with this. And I was just busy around helping them. Okay, do you want this? Do you need anything? Do you need me to bring the plates? Do you need me to set it up? You know, because most of the cooking, the professional chef, what I did was just chopping things up and plating things in for them while they were just really doing all the skillful stuff.
Tonight, what were your challenges?
My challenges was the stock. We didn't have to stock on time. We had less time to prep. So that was my main challenge.
And you, what challenges did you have, Colin?
Almost the same, although stuffs, you know, in bigger became a bit late, but no, the rock it is good to work on pleasure and, you know, gypsy run and the upright. Yeah.
Good, no pressure.
Still, yes, it's good to work on pleasure and on the chef.
Good.
When it becomes so hard like that.
Great. And you, pressure, does pressure do you well as well?
Yeah, it has done me good. Because we left on stock and then we didn't even have some of the stock. So we had to start improvising, changing the whole menu.
Do you think the clients were happy with what you served? Did you put your heart in everything you cooked today?
Yeah, I put my heart in it.
Fantastic.
Our chefs Kelvin and Sunday, both from Livingston, are obviously used to working well under pressure. We can see by how focused they are. Amateur chef Samuel busy with the chicken roulade. And Karu preparing the beef Wellington for the oven.
I remember the panna cotta was amazing.
It was life-changing, right?
It did change my life. Fantastic nights. Any pressure, any tension? Did you guys actually feel that when you were working together as a team, did you ever come to a point where you felt that someone was letting you down?
Now my team was strong, man. Shout out to them. It was Davis, Aretha, and Wamsi. We killed it. They came through and like we all helped each other. They all brought their strengths, and I'm glad that was my team.
Okay, so you brought down, so you had strengths working together with other strengths. Some people were strong in different areas.
Yeah, basically.
Do you think that gave you guys an upper hand?
It gave us an edge because everyone was good at something particularly. Yeah. And they just like gravitated towards it, and it was just perfect.
Fantastic.
So it was crazy. It was good.
And even though the pressure levels were high, we still saw a brilliant display of sportsmanship between the chefs.
So tell me, do you give yourself top marks tonight? Are you satisfied with what you put in?
I'm satisfied.
We're here with Chef Wamba. Chef Wamba, tell us, are you amateur or are you pro?
I am an amateur chef.
If you could change one thing about what happened tonight, or rather if you could change one variable that would enhance your performance as a team, what would it be?
I think more working faster. Yeah, I think maybe if we just kept up more with time, things would be a little bit smoother.
Tell me
today.
one thing you actually learned today.
Okay, one thing I learned about consommé, as how to prepare it, basically how you have to clarify it, is to use egg whites. So you have to make them to the stiff, and then what it basically does is brings out all that impurity and makes it a clear soup. So
You had roughly 120 guests.
Yeah.
That's a very, very big audience. Have you worked under such pressure before?
no, I haven't. This is my first time. So it was a lot of work and enough pressure.
You look pretty calm in the kitchen though. You look like you had it under control. Everything was fine.
Oh, it's what it seemed like, but deep down inside I was like literally dying. There was so much to do, so much work, but I think we managed to pull it off.
Mastercook.
Hi, good evening everyone. Are you having a good time? Okay, this is the missing piece in the promotion of tourism in Zambia. This is the missing piece. And if you miss food in the matrix of tourism and tourism promotion, if you miss food about the destination, you've missed it all. And even here, I think we know all parties and gatherings, the high point is when the food is served.
Are you happy with the quality that you produce, with what people finally tasted?
I am very happy. I'm more than happy actually. So I'm glad we did a really good job.
3-course meal, where do you think you guys nailed it?
Everything?
Yeah, we've had a lot of everything tonight. It looks like a lot of people are very confident.
And coming up after the break.
Okay, Star, where'd you get your accent from?
I got mine from Mikushi.
Do you see anyone who you think is a threat to you winning Mastercook?
I actually saw that before today.
I think they have what it takes.
And finally, our kitchen is looking calm. And we can see smiles on the faces of our contestants. I wonder if the guests in the restaurant are smiling.
See how we're doing this fine evening. Feeling good, feeling mumpanta puiti, mutoko fiompo. No, none of those kind of resonate with you now, do they? No, nothing. No.
Did you enjoy your meal? How was it? Exquisite? Mwah. Share it on your face then.
Many people usually ask me, where'd you get your accent from, you know, because they say it's rather authentic, you know, so I tell them, I say, I was in China for like 4 years, 4 years, studying nuclear physics. On my way back from China, connecting flights through London, flight got delayed, and that's how I got my accent. It was
30
just like
minutes.
30 minutes. It was like a crash course, know what I mean? Okay, Star, where'd you get your accent from?
I got mine from Mikushi. A lot of white farmers there. And so I got mine from... Doesn't it sound authentic? What do you think?
Totally fooled us all, K-Star. And back in the kitchen, the chefs were sweetening up the night with dessert. Now, how do the chefs feel about the competition in the kitchen? Let's ask them.
Could you actually feel that one team was trying to outdo another team? Could you feel the competition there? Or were you guys sort of working overall to kind of get the plates out there and serve the crowd. Was that more of a concern for you, or was winning the concern?
To be honest, I think it was all about we have to get our dishes out.
Yeah.
I think there was no room for looking to the other side to see what other people are preparing, because otherwise we would not do anything.
Yeah.
So it was all about the internal battle of what are we doing, what are we not doing, and let's try and do this and just get our food out.
So it was serve, serve, serve.
Serve, serve, serve. Don't mind what other people are doing, just do your thing and try and do it perfect.
Then it's done, you know. Then you bring up.
Team 1 appears to have worked extremely well together. How did Chef Ahmad feel about it?
Do you hope to work with the same team as you go on?
I'm more, you know, I don't mind, you know, it can be a different group of people. I mean, you know, like I said, you know, if you work with one group of people, you work with them all. So like for me, it don't really matter. You know, I'm just gonna do the best that I can do, you know what I mean?
He doesn't seem too bothered about who he works with.
Sanjay, have you learned anything from Kelvin? Obviously, you guys are both from Livingston. Has he given you a few tips here and there, or has he been greedy and quiet and said, you know what, he wants it for himself?
No, actually, he's somebody who helps. He's a team player.
Good. It would be interesting to find out, to see how much of friends you two would be if you actually reached the final together and what you guys battled out.
Nice. Hugs are now going around. And a dap of encouragement from Chef Ahmad.
Mastercook.
Now dinner's done and our guests are nice and relaxed. As the night draws to a close, let's get some final reflection from some of our chefs.
Kelvin, your second time on the competition, am I correct?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay, are we ready to win this time?
Yeah, this time I'm ready to win.
What do you think you are going to do different this time to win the competition?
I really put my effort in. Because I've been there before, I know what tricks I should put on other days.
So you've got tricks up your sleeve this time?
Mastercook.
I'm going to throw a very long shot at you. Do you see right now in this competition, from judging based on your performances today, working in a kitchen with all of these professionals and amateurs, do you see anyone who you think is a threat to you winning Mastercook?
I actually saw that before today.
Are you ready to reveal who that is?
No.
I think we'll leave it at that then. He's not ready to reveal who it is, but he sees a threat.
I wonder who Chef Moya sees as a threat.
You think you can win the competition?
I think I have what it takes.
All right. Any intimidation? Does it intimidate you? Is it intimidating when you think you've got all of these pros with so much experience lined up against you, all gunning for this top prize?
I don't want to see it as intimidation, but more of like a motivation. Because I see where these people are and I want to be there myself. So it just makes me want to push even further.
Fantastic. Lastly, are you here to win or are you here for the fun? Show me the money. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Chef Kat, thank you so much.
So, you've heard it for yourself. All our chefs are in it to win it.
Mastercook.
Mastercook recipe magazines are now available in major stores around the country with more information on the contestants, judges, and recipes to try out at home.